Hello everyone and hello Mr. Shaf. I'm yesika review in morphology 1 material identification. In this meeting, the main topic we studied was morphology, specifically the word formation section, which is how new words are formed in a language. By definition, word formation is the process of creating new words through various mechanisms such as coinage, borrowing, compounding, derivation, and other. The purpose of studying this topic is for us, as a linguistic student, to understand how vocabulary grows, how word structures are formed, and how this process affects everyday language use and linguistic analysis. 2. Concept and theories sums. Theories some importance. Concept introduced includes connects, creating new word from start, borrowing, taking word from other languages, compounding, combining two words to make a new one, clapping, shortening a word, blending, combining part of two words, big formation, reducing a word to from a new one, acronym, abbreviation, read as word, conversation, change a word class without change its form, derivation, forming a word by adding a key terms to remember, morphemes, lexemes, derivations, compounds, acronym, neologism, conceptual difference, coining creates new word, while borrowing text from other languages. Accompanying combines two full words, while blending combines part of word. Conversation does not change the form of a word, but it does change its grammatical function. The material is also present in the form of table. Example, word lists and models such as compound reading styles, open hypertensors. 3. Example and application. Some example present in class. Coinex, Google, Kodak, Indomie, borrowing, piano, Italians. Robert George Yokutur, his office or refrigerator from the Netherlands, compounding, blackboard, bedroom, school bus, clapping, exam, pond, blending, smoke plus Fox, Brown Motel, acronym, NASA, NATO, FAB, big formation, editor, edit, conversation, water noun to water verb. The easiest example to understand, in my opinion, are clapping and compounding, because the change in form are very clear. This example show how language works in practice. New words can be formed simply by combining or shortening existing words. I can also create my own examples, such as compounding, notebook, bloopers, clapping, lab demo, blending, information, infotainment, relationship between topic. The topic of word formation is related to previous materials such as phonetic and EMP phonology. When a new word is formed, it must still follow the rules of language sound. Phonetic studies physical sounds. Phonologists study sound patterns, and then morphology process those sounds into word form. Syntax from change affect the function of word in a sentence. Lexical variation. Difference in vocabulary between regions can also influence the formation of new words in a language. 5. Difficulties and challenges that part one found difficult to understanding was between blending, clipping, and back formation as they all involve change in word form. Some terms like conversation and neologisms also require additional examples for clarity. Overall, the examples provided are quite helpful, but for less frequent processes like connects, I think more illustrations are needed. Lexical variation can sometimes be confusing because regional difference can affect the form of word considered common or new. 6. Conclusion and personal understanding. In general, I learned that word formation is how language evolves and becomes raises. The most important thing I learned is that every change or creation of a word has a pattern and can be analyzed. This understanding is very useful when analysis text, expanding vocabulary, or understanding language change on social media and everyday conversation. 7. Suggestions for improvement. In my opinion, this material would be easier to understand if more real-life example identification, exercise, and comparison table between processes were provided. To review the material, I usually make a list of examples for each type of word formation and try to create my own new examples to better internalize the concept. And so, thank you.